Namaste.
Do you speak English? Do you speak English? Do you speak English?
A video. Hold on, I'll give you what I've got. I had the most humiliating experience of my life on an Indian train. Hi, I'm Leo Paskovsky and I'm on the Indian train. I took the 2-day train on purpose to spend more time here, to get to know as many people as possible and to show you that the Indian train is a country in miniature, because you can meet absolutely different people here. They are of different nationalities, they speak different languages, they represent different castes and different social levels. Excuse me, you can look at India from the window, you can see how different this country is in terms of nature and culture. And all this can be seen in 2 days without even leaving the train. So let's go. I'm sure the journey will be incredible and full of surprises. Today is the 14th of February and they're having some election in India. I'm not exactly sure what kind of election it is. They put a tent at Main Bazaar. Some propagandist has been talking for a long time, and I thought that probably all the people that came here just wanted to get free food after he finishes talking. I was ashamed of my thought, but it turned out I was right. Everyone gets food eventually, and people will vote.
Okay.
What is it?
Hello, now?
What's happening now?
Hello. This is the man of the BJP. You know BJP?
No.
Is politics.
What is it?
You know Modi?
No.
You
What
don't
is
know
it?
Modi?
Political party?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So this guy in 31 years before died. 31 years today is getting died. So that's why the people, they give food for the people.
Ah, I see. So it's not that today's elections day.
No, the election day is in 27 of April.
We will go from New Delhi to Chennai. It is more than 2,100 kilometers across the country from north to south, and the journey is supposed to take about 36 hours. But considering the local context, I can't even imagine how long it will take. I have a super reliable Swiss watch on my wrist so we can record the time accurately. I hope I don't get too much older by the time my journey is over. What is happening? A trip on an Indian train is an adventure itself, but no less of an adventure as buying a ticket. Because getting on a train isn't easy. The ticket buying system and the seating system, according to the tickets, is about as complicated and twisty as the Hindu pantheon of gods, I'd say. Most often, Indians, especially the poor ones, buy tickets without a seat. Each train has a public car which sells an unlimited number of tickets, and these cars are packed with as many people as possible to fit in. It's a standard situation, everyone's starting to heat up and yell at each other. He's shy. We found out that you can buy a ticket for a public car. It's 1,000 rupees for 2. That's $12.50 for 2. For this money, you go 2,000 kilometers across the country. There's not a lot of people at the station right now, but you can see that everyone is sitting on the ground, waiting for their train. Given that the trains are not punctual, you can wait for the train for hours. Sometimes even a whole day. So people make themselves comfortable and just wait. And if you come to the waiting room at night, you can see that the entire waiting room is just packed with sleeping people. They just bunk up on the station floor.
Train number 22685 express is arriving shortly on platform number
If you want to know how people live in other countries and see more of my travels, subscribe to this channel. The more subscribers, the more amazing places I can show you. Guys, it's some kind of miracle. Let's check the time. It's 40 minutes before the departure of our train and it's already arrived. It's something incredible. Let's see what happens. Just because it's arrived on time doesn't mean it'll leave on time. Another great thing about Indian people is that they start trying to get on a train before it even stops. When the doors haven't been unlocked yet and the conductor hasn't come yet and still opened them, they're still trying to get in. Break the doors. People just can't wait. Although it's hard to blame them. If your train is late by 10 hours, then of course you have no patience. Many of the railroad workers have daggers. They also wear turbans. Those are Sikhs. They traditionally carry daggers all the time and are allowed to do so. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's a dining car. I don't know if you can see it. Dining car. Yeah, my dream. Another dream come true. In short, guys, miracles happen in India. The train departed perfectly on time. Just perfect punctuality. What has happened to this country? The car is empty and we departed on time. India, is that you?
What do you say?
They wanted to rip me off at the very start.
Every Indian likes to drink masala chai. Mostly everyone drink this tea, but actually it's release.
So what is inside?
Ginger, sugar, milk, water, and tea. Masala tea.
Okay. What is special about it?
I live Delhi. I'm going to my city, Mathura.
Okay.
Lord Krishna birthplace. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Delhi.
So what is your name?
My name is
Krishna as
Shekhar.
well?
Shekhar Nath.
What do you do in Delhi?
What do you do really? Only purchasing. My shop nearly Mathura. Item somewhere purchasing. Only week. Monday.
Cool. So why the train is empty?
That's why Mathura, Agra, Bhopal.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
We are in the public car, which is the cheapest and unlimited, and looks more fun. There are more people, although, of course, it's far from perfect. Check out what it looks like.
Very nice. Can you explain what it means?
Yes.
Yeah. What is this?
Real penta.
Hindi. So what is it for? Okay. Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. What is this?
Nicotine.
Nicotine.
Yes.
Ah. So it's a chewing nicotine.
Tambaku.
So you like chew it?
Yes.
Where do you go? Chennai?
Yes,
Chennai. Good. You live there?
marriage party.
Marriage party. You said you are from Brahman family, right?
The culture is different. मतलब, we are vegetarian. We worship God daily. We bath daily. Very neatness and cleanness.
All the people bath daily, no?
Yeah, basically, but it's our ritual, na? Of Brahmin family that you have to bath daily. You have to worship God daily. So, and we are pure vegetarian.
Forever, like
Forever.
for a whole life.
Forever. For whole life.
Can a Brahman man marry a woman from another caste, for instance?
No.
No, only Brahman and
This
Brahman.
is not in our culture. A Brahmin girl has to marry a Brahmin boy only.
Just saying, can you distinguish, like looking at the people, what part of India they belong to and what language they speak? So these people, for instance, are they from like which part of India?
They are like poor people, we consider like.
North side, all of people suffering for food. They not money to eat food. So they came to south side, just like labor. These are all labor work.
Maybe from south because of like darker skin.
No, they are like nomads.
Nomads.
Yeah.
Oh, why?
They travel from one place to another. They don't have a permanent home.
And they can travel for free on this train, right? So this type of coach
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like
yeah.
no tickets, right?
There was a time when Brahman would not sit beside such dirty people. I say this because cleanliness is so important to the Brahmins. They wouldn't sit next to each other, and now they're all sitting in the same car, the cheapest car. Everybody is together, even though they're from completely opposite castes.
How the life of the Muslims here is different from Hindus' life? Is there any difference?
Before 2012, all of them one nation, one people, all of Indians. After BJP ruling, it's divided.
So the new prime minister divided. So what's the reason?
There is the reason is they ruling all over any time.
They are saying it is not the Muslims' country. All of the Muslims have to go return back to which country are they from?
To which country? To Bangladesh? To Pakistan? Where?
Yeah,
That's the only.
but India is a Republican country.
Yeah.
All religions live together before 2012.
Yeah.
After the BJP ruling, this country belongs to
Only Hindus.
Hinduism.
Okay. But I mean, millions and millions of Muslims live here, right?
But
It's like
they won't.
it was always like this. Before, like it was divided into Pakistan and Bangladesh, right?
Muslim ladies will wear burqa now. I mean black color. That side they are saying you should remove the burqa. You should not wear the burqa.
Decided there.
Some statistics for you to understand the scale of the Indian Railway. The country has 67,000 kilometers of track, and it employs 1.2 million people. There are 7,300 railway stations, and it transports 8 billion passengers every year. Imagine the enormous array of data that has to be put together and processed. So it's not surprising that the trains sometimes don't come on time. They consistently run out of space. They still run it all with literally paper notebooks and wooden scores. What scene have we just missed? We did not turn on the camera in time. A gypsy kid asked an English-speaking boy, "Please teach me how to ask this white guy to give me some money." And the English-speaking boy taught him to say in English, "Please give me some money."
Bye-bye. Is YouTube popular in India?
Yeah.
Yes? And which social network is most popular?
Yes.
Which one is like TikTok is better or what is better?
YouTube, because TikTok
TikTok is banned.
Banned in India?
Yes.
Why?
China.
That I don't know.
Wow. Really? You cannot use TikTok? Oh my god.
We can use TikTok with VPN only.
Oh my god.
Because it is an China company, that's why.
What profession will you choose after school? What do you want to become? Have you decided?
IAS. IAS.
IAS? What is it?
Indian Administration Service.
Whoever you ask, everyone always wants to work for the government. In our country, everyone wants to open a business, and here it's the opposite. They want to work in the public service because it always means money, prestige, contacts, connections, and so on.
This is the train signal.
So we are a little bit late.
Yeah.
It is 7 o'clock. We are already 10 minutes late. We should have arrived in Agra 10 minutes ago, but we've not reached it yet. We checked the app. We're arriving soon. More and more people get on the train at each stop. This car of ours is already packed to the limit. Some get off, but more and more get on. It is almost nighttime and I'm not sure how these people will go to sleep. It would be interesting to see this. So in terms of how they're all going to go to sleep when there's not enough seats, I'm gonna tell you a story about having the most humiliating experience of my life on an Indian train. Anyway, we once had to sleep on the train and we had no tickets at all. So, we got in this kind of car with no tickets and no seats. There was a lot of people and all the seats were taken. There was nowhere to lie down. There wasn't even a space on the floor. I'll show you how I slept. This is the top berth and this is the bottom berth, and there's a man under the bottom berth. I slept like this under the bottom berth on the floor, wrapped in a Pakistani blanket. On the berth above me was a fat Indian woman who was constantly grunting, whistling and cursing me. Apparently she didn't like me lying there, and I had no other option because even the space on the floor next to me was taken. Anyway, it was really the most humiliating thing I've ever experienced. Sorry guys, selfies can't wait any longer.
Let's do it.
These low-caste women ate peanuts and threw shells right under their feet. They saw me recording them and pushed the shells under the seat a bit. It's a common thing on Indian trains. People eat and throw garbage on the floor. And then, at the stops, kids come in and this trash is cleaned up really fast and they get paid for that. So, this story has two sides. It's not a very nice thing, but it lets someone earn their living. This is how it works. The toilets get washed during the trip. It's done, it's clean and beautiful. Just now we witnessed how everything works here in this type of car. The boy I was talking about the whole evening got up and went to talk to his dad. And immediately a gypsy-looking kid took his seat. That's it, the seat is taken. Then the first boy came back and they began to argue, trying to find out whose seat it was. And the only rule in this car is arse up, place gone. But again, you remember that our little one is from the upper caste, and the one next to me is clearly from the other end of the spectrum. And maybe they're not supposed to sit together. Their parents won't praise that, probably. There's a whole kitchen car and they constantly carry local food around. I will now eat biryani. Biryani is like Indian pilaf. It's delicious. It's one of my favorite dishes. It's pretty tasty, like good street food.
It is tasty?
Yeah, it's tasty, I like it. Biryani is one of my favorite Indian dishes actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
The boy is filming me. I got a free cameraman. Everyone's preparing to sleep and we're gonna get back to our car with more space and less dirt. I've already slept on the floor and under the bottom berth. I've tried it all. Since I have the opportunity, I will sleep comfortably tonight. Tomorrow, we will go back there and we will enjoy Indian life.
Yeah.
The night was not so great. It was very cold because of the AC and the ventilation was ridiculously noisy. Someone listened to music on their phone half of the night. People constantly passed and slammed the door. This public car is such a public car. Masala tea, masala tea. Masala tea?
हेलो ये तो वहाँ पहुँच रहा है जहाँ से जा रहा है जीटी से.
I'm not ready to start this cruel day without tea. Pity he only has masala tea in the bags. It smells like 3-in-1 coffee. Yeah, they usually pre-mix it and pour it into your cup. Rough morning.
Paratha.
What is paratha? Paratha is flatbread. We were gonna have potatoes and flatbread for breakfast, but it turns out it's just flatbread, slightly sprinkled with potatoes on the inside. Not exactly what I wanted, but I'm gonna have to choke on this bread. Listen to my advice. If you're gonna spend a day or two in an Indian train, first you should have a good damp before getting on the train. And you'd better not eat anything on the train, because you'll want to go to the toilet, and the toilet here is not exactly pleasant. So it is better to starve for 24 hours. It is good for health. There are two types of toilet on the train, European and Indian. I think the difference is clear. Despite the fact that there is proper European toilets, there is no paper. There is a mug and the tap with water. Now the Indian toilet. Everything is pretty simple. There's potatoes in the samosa. Now we're talking. Now I'm quite happy.
Hey guys, how are you today? Do you speak English? Do you speak English? Do you speak English? Hello. Water? Video.
The people are very different in the cars. People in the cars with AC are well dressed, clean, and some even speak English. And people here look quite rough. And there are more people in traditional clothes. It's a video. We got quite a lot of attention from the people in the cheapest cars yesterday, but today nobody even answers us the question, do you speak English? Everyone just silently stares.
No, thank you. We are full. I like your music.
Yes.
Good music.
We are already very much in the south of the country. Everyone is warmed up. People are bored and sleepy. The only entertainment here is just waiting. Here are the workers of the train crew having lunch. They brought food with them, apparently.
Fun. Tobacco. Hello. It's a baby. 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 How old is he? How old? 1 year, 2 years. 1 year, 2 years. Hello.
Is she flirting with you? That's Hijra. Seriously? Yes.
Do you speak English? No. Okay. Where are you going? To Chennai.
A video. That was a Hijra. Hijra is the so-called third sex in India. It's transvestites, and they usually ask for money. They ask men for money. And as you could see, most men give them coins because they are afraid. If you don't, the Hijra might put a spell on you. You might lose your male power. So everybody just gives them money without saying a word.
What do you do? Can you explain what you do? Can you explain what you do? Can you tell me a little bit about your wedding?
We got married in 2019 year, 2019.
Yeah.
Okay. Before that we are in love. Okay. We are arranged in love marriage. Okay.
So love marriage.
Yes.
For how many years you were in love before?
Up to 6 to 7 years.
Wow.
After that we got married.
Wow.
And we are already in relation. I mean we have only family. It means before now we are already have a relation. Family relation.
What it means?
Means we both are same family. Before marriage also.
You were from the same family?
Yes.
Like your cousins?
Yes. She is my cousin.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Wow. So you knew each other from childhood?
Yes.
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 Hold on, I'll give you some money. Is it not enough? It's all I've got.
Okay.
Anyway, we have learnt something, but not too much detail, unfortunately. The language barrier didn't let us, but I hope you now have some idea of the country and what Indian trains are like. Stay in touch, subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon in order not to miss any of my new videos. This was Leo from the Indian public car. Leave your comments on what you think about this video, and I'm gonna go. Bye. An incredible miracle happened today. The train came to the final station 28 minutes earlier than the scheduled time. The cameraman and I both got food poisoning. I suspect it's not even food poisoning. It's probably the Hijra curse for not being very respectful. Respect Hijras. Trust Indian Railways.